All right. Cliff, you show up to lunch. What happens?
Um, well, I was gonna say that he would have shown up with Echo after Science, but I guess that didn't happen because it would be too temporally confusing. So I go and get my Frito pie, and I'm not happy about it. And I guess I go to my usual table.
All right. Matilda and Jezebel are sitting there. They didn't go to the party, so they're like, Cliff Edge, what happened at the party? Dish the details!
I love Matilda so much.
Matilda is literally me, by the way. This is my self-insert character.
Well, I think we're definitely starting to get things done. We talked to Echo last night, and we sort of got Francis involved. He's gonna be helping us out with some sort of witch nonsense. I think we're in good
Oh,
shape.
Jezebel interrupts and is like, oh, so he's going to help cast a spell.
I think I don't really
That
know witch stuff that well. I think
That'll be helpful. No, Cliff, he is very powerful, much more powerful than any of us. He'll make sure that this is done properly and that it actually works.
well, let's hope so. I'm thinking we'll sort of get together at Dark Arts tonight and sort of figure out what we're gonna do.
Did you get the tokens?
Tokens.
For the spell. Stuff.
Oh yeah, that happened. Yeah, Francis has got that covered. He's all about the tokens.
I don't. What do they call them? Jezebel says, "Just, it's fine. It's fine. Just, it's fine." And it's like, okay.
Yeah, so that's I think we're in good shape. I think actually I ran into Orville this morning. He's I think he's gonna help us out.
Really? Oh, that would be perfect. I think. Oh yeah, definitely.
And I sort of move in here so it's more quiet. Bad news though. Orville said that Lazarus killed somebody over the weekend.
So it's already happened.
Yeah, I thought we had more time.
Do you think they're gonna go try to kill more people now?
Man, I don't
Look, I
know.
read in a book one time about murders that once you kill one person, it's a lot easier to kill the next person, Cliff. We're in trouble.
Just this we'll talk about it in Dark Arts. I really think we should get Forsyth involved in this.
Definitely.
But I just, I'm getting a little worried. I thought we had more time for this, but it's looking like we got to do something.
All right. And then Matilda says, "But besides that," and she leans forward close to you and says, "How was your date with Echo Tillman?"
Uh, 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 uh,
Anime tier.
no. It,
Nosebleed
it,
falls backwards onto the ground.
well, I mean, it,
Did you make out?
um,
Oh my god! Oh my god, Jess, they totally made out. I told you. Oh my god.
Dude, he should have to hold the roll to hold steady.
Yeah, roll the whole
Totally.
thing. All right, you successfully hold
I choose
steady.
to just keep my cool.
Yeah. And Jezebel's like, "Yes, that's very nice, Matilda." And she's like, "Clever and Echo sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
Matilda.
First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes Echo with the baby carriage."
Hmm.
You make the Marge Simpson noise.
All right, Francis, you go to lunch.
Alright, I grab my lunch and I head over to this table.
All right, you sit down next to the
Whoa.
fairies. They all snap their heads and look at you together as one. You need to roll to hold steady to sit with the fairies.
Alright.
Oh, I need to mark experience. Whoa!
Ah!
Wow. Okay, so you keep your cool. You're fine. And information about the situation. You know that they are. You realize that they are afraid of you because you're a witch. They all look at you together and sort of recoil a little bit.
Well, do I know they're
They don't-
fairies?
Yeah, because you know Molly. So,
Yeah, Molly mentioned it at one point.
Alright, fair enough.
They don't say anything, they just stare at you until you talk.
Hello, why? I'm not gonna bite. How are you doing?
They're just gonna keep staring at you. Sunrise finally is gonna be like, what do you want?
Well, I want to get to know people. I know like 3 people in this whole school, so I decided to come to get to know you a little bit.
Torlon realized he's deeply, deeply entwined in the plot, but he doesn't actually know any of the actors in it.
Oh
Yes,
god,
I know.
Torlon's gonna have this. They're gonna try to do the same thing to Torlon they tried to do to Orville.
Well, Francis would know far better than Orville and would participate, but...
Sunrise is gonna be like, please don't hurt us, we'll tell you whatever you want.
Like, I'm not gonna hurt you, I just want to get to know you.
Entropy is like,
Hi,
I don't
my name
believe
is-
you!
I say...
Don't believe his
alright.
lies! She says to the rest of the table.
Alright, I'm gonna roll to hold steady again to not to laugh.
Okay.
You cackle.
I'm sorry. Let's start over. Hi, my name is Francis Witherwood. How are you?
What do you
And-
want?
Well, this is going nowhere. Thanks for your time. I'm gonna go over here.
Hey, Francis.
Hello.
They all move to the other side of the table before he goes.
Well, that worked out about as well as I expected it to.
So, tough luck with the ladies, huh?
I just wanted to, like, I know this table and that table and no one else in this entire school, so I'm just trying to get to know people, and apparently they're afraid I'm going to eat their souls or something.
Matilda turns to you and says, hi, I'm Matilda.
Racist fairies.
She
already knows Francis.
No, she doesn't know him. Like she's.
Oh, she doesn't
he
like.
said
Okay,
that.
yeah.
So she doesn't know him. So she's like, upon hearing him say this, she turns and like holds out her hand completely straight into his face.
Fucking love Matilda.
I shake her hand and say, hi, I'm Francis Witherwood. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Francis. How are you this fine day?
Good. I was supposed to go to a normal school. I say under my breath. But, Cliff, I need your help with something.
Yeah, what's up?
This is kind of awkward to say, but I'm pretty sure, Eileen, I'm pretty sure I can do the spell to fix Orville, but to make sure it works, I would need either Echo present or something of hers. Something she gave to you that's important to you or her.
Man.
It might work without it, but I'm just saying that would guarantee success.
And Cliff, you would at least have notes that you had passed between each other during class.
Yeah.
If nothing else.
I'm gonna hold on to that for now. Yeah, so I'm just feeling a little unsure about it, but you know.
Oh, you can definitely tell Francis feels the exact same way.
Yeah,
he feels really bad for her after the party.
I tell him, oh, I mean, sort of don't know about this, but I'll see what I can do.
Like I said, it might work without, but it's just what I've come up with.
Well, I mean, I know we gotta make sure we do this right, so
Jezebel is gonna look at both of you and be like, "What's the big deal? It's not like the spell's going to affect. They don't like she's gonna have something cast on her, technically."
I mean, I don't know, man. Harper got her involved with some really powerful magic. I don't
Look,
know.
Cliff, you said that she asked you to change it her back for her, right?
Yeah, I'll talk to her.
Jezebel just kind of rolls her eyes.
What am I looking at?
What? Hi.
This has been the
What-
best lunch.
What happened at Lowell's table?
Frito pie happened
everywhere.
And you also miss Francis trying to make friends with the animes.
Oh my god. I mean, Grasslamb, you just have to watch the VOD of this when we're done. It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Orville is going to be at the anime video game party.
All right. Anaka, go. What do you do at lunch?
Oh, normal stuff.
Business casual.
Deal drugs, no big deal.
All right, you sit down
Do-
next to Tiffany.
Do I
Oh.
deal any drugs?
Oh, you sit down next to Matt, and are you gonna?
Nah, I'm just gonna swing by and ask if they need anything.
And he's like, no. I mean, how often do you want to say that he gives you money? Like once a week, once a month?
Well, I don't know if Melissa and Timothy are on my payroll yet.
No, they're not.
Well, in that case, I'm just gonna skip by.
All right. So you sit down, and Tiffany's like, hi.
Hey.
So I think that this new plan is much better. I really like the way you think, Anaka.
I just think our main concern should be making sure the police aren't involved.
And Allison leans forward and says, but Anaka, what if Vara doesn't do what Tiffany paid her to do?
Well, I don't want to get too much involved between Tiffany and Vara because, Tiffany did kind of ask me to back up a little bit.
And Tiffany says, what do you mean, Allison? Of course she's going to do it. This is Vara Barracuda. She's basically a hitman. And Allison says, I don't know. If it was me, I would be very tempted to just keep the money and settle for half.
Did you even tell her it was half the money?
Oh, did I? Well, I'm sure it was implied.
This is Vara.
Oh, right. Well, but she'll do it, right?
Here, let me give you Vara's number so that you can let her know that.
No, Anaka, I can't have Vera's number on my phone. They might be able to trace it back to me.
Or get Dane to do it.
Dane, hun.
Dane.
What? What? Hey, what? Do you want I do something? Dane, could you do me a favor and look after Vara Barracuda and make sure that she does what I asked her to do? What was that? Don't worry about it. Just make sure that she does it. Just remind her for me. Okay.
And then Anaka whispers, not to Dane, but to Tiffany, and remind her that about the second half of the money.
Oh, yes, and Dane, tell her please tell her for me, half now, half after it's done, Dane says. Oh, okay. Oh, and Dane, that reminds me, you didn't give me my costume back after my party was over.
That was
you know
your
you
costume?
can't keep it forever. Well, I bought it for him.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, that's
It's not his to keep forever. I'd like it back, thank you.
I don't know,
Oh.
watching him and Francis, I'm halfway expecting Francis to ask Dane to keep it for him.
Dane looks away and Tiffany looks at Dane and is like, Dane, were you dancing with someone else? And Dane's like, no, Anaka, I don't know what you're talking about. We were just talking.
Is there a roll to see how much this would screw Dane over?
Roll dark. Okay, you kind of get the feeling that, well, I mean, that Tiffany likes to think that she's got Dane, at her disposal, basically, like he's following her around like a puppy, so she would be hurt if it was implied that he had any sort of autonomy in their friendship.
Oh yeah, everybody saw it.
Ah! Dane, I can't believe that you would do this to me. And Dane's like, well, I was just having fun, Tiffany. It's not really a big deal. Whatever, Dane. Whatever.
And, I just leveled up and I took Ancient Cult.
All right.
Is
which
that the
probably
game mechanic?
Yeah.
pretty much, which would represent some of the people I imagine that work for Anaka's father.
Oh, that's really cool.
So now we have a mechanical reason for
Yeah.
Dad's people to be protective of her.
Yep. Alright. Does anybody do anything else during lunch? Any more conversations you want to have? Francis, why did you go back to the fairy table? There you go. Alright. So back to Cliff and Francis. Jezebel and Matilda are still gonna, particularly Matilda, is gonna bother you guys for details of how the party went.
Could have gone a lot better.
I gave us a frustration.
I mean, it was fun until Dexter decided to fuck everything up.
Hey guys, at
Yeah,
this
what's
point,
his deal?
I've got to go. Whether or not I'll be back before this is over, I don't know.
Okay, see
Okay.
you later, Gharbad.
Yeah.
Anaka does
Thanks for
nothing of
stopping
note,
by.
except for maybe try to get Matt to tell Tim and Melissa about pot opportunities.
Well, they already are. Like, I mean, he's their dealer.
Oh, okay. That works.
Alright.
Bye.
Bye.
So that was friend of
Okay.
the show, Gharbad.
Yes, Gharbad, friend of the show. So they basically want to know like more details about the party. Like they get that you tell them the general thing of what happened, but like they want to know like what costumes people were wearing. Matilda wants to know, what happened between Cliff and Echo because she's nosy, and all that kind of stuff.
Cliff points at Francis. Well, this guy has the best riding costume I have ever seen.
And Matilda is going to be like, "Oh fuck yeah, I got a Meryl costume! We should totally go to MonsterCon later this year."
Yeah, MonsterCon.
No. MonCon.
MonCon.
Yeah, MonCon.
Conster.
I'm sorry, I don't wear that outside of Samhain.
Fine, man. I thought it was cool.
That was basically Wiccan for Halloween, by the way.
Alright. Let's see. Jezebel looks at Matilda and is like, "Don't get him into your whole little cosplay thing." What? My cosplay? What do you mean, my cosplay thing? Do you mean the international phenomenon of dressing up as characters from games and movies that you like? Matilda, really? You're way too into this with your goggles and your, excuse me.
Oh, she is not one to talk about goggles.
They're just goofing. Alright, so, with that, I guess that's the end of lunch. And where do we need to go next? We need to go to Defense Against the Dark Arts. Do we need to go anywhere else?
Not really, I don't
well-
think so.
Before the next class, I want to have a scene in the hall with Dexter.
Alright, let's do that, and then we'll go to after school. Because I don't want to waste time with classes people aren't going to do anything in. Where are my pogs?
There are your pogs.
There you pogs.
Where you pogs at? Raise your poggers?
No,
Oh, we can just use these. Alright, you're in the hall.
this is not a stream that supports esports.
The last bell sounds for the last class, and you're on your way to class. Where's Dexter?
So I just want to give some context to what I'm doing now. I Google searched how to deal with incubi, and I looked up that because their entire existence is based around very what's the word I'm looking
Well,
for?
hold on.
Boning?
Now, you don't know necessarily that Dexter was an incubus. You just know that he used
I don't,
powers.
but my
What?
my extracurricular work.
Could have easily said vampire or several other things.
Boning.
Mike could probably be able to tell,
I feel
though.
like I missed something crazy.
The idea is that since their whole existence is based around hostile relationships, if you are friendly and present a non-adversarial relationship, they don't know how to deal. So
Mm-hmm. Okay, sure. You try that.
Did you seriously Google about incubuses?
yup.
Hey, you guys complain about me?
He wasn't doing it for the pictures.
Those were just a bonus. Alright, so Dexter Prince is walking the hall, looking at his shoes.
Hey, Dexter, you and me, we need to have a nice little chat. Let's walk and talk.
Oh, yeah, Cliff, look, I'm really sorry. I don't know what happened. It wasn't me. I wasn't controlling myself, and I don't know what I mean...
Look. Okay, so I'm gonna level with you here. I know that you are not human, and that's okay. That's fine.
Oh, okay. Well,
But you have to understand, I'll just level with you. My job is to sort of, figure out who around is human and who isn't, and to sort of figure out if the dangerous ones, and sort of present that information to the proper people. And I don't think you're dangerous. You're not dangerous, are you?
I'm not dangerous, I swear. I'm not. I'm just trying to live a normal life. I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I was that girl, she came up to me, and I don't know, the next thing I knew, I was standing in a crowd of people who were yelling at me.
Yeah, I mean that's just the thing. I don't think you're dangerous, but on Saturday, trying to feed off of my girlfriend's life force and pushing me 15 feet away, that really hurt, by the way. It kind of seems a little dangerous, and you can see where I'm conflicted here.
No, Cliff, you don't understand. I don't know what happened. I don't even have any memory of any of that happening. You see, I was standing around by the fire, and one of the girls, the popular girls, one of the pretty ones, they came up to me, and she said something, and then the next thing I knew, everyone was screaming, and Anaka was crying, and I didn't know what was happening.
Yeah, I get that. It was a crazy night. Look, just help me help you here. What can I do, or what can you do for me to convince me that you're not a dangerous guy? Because I don't wanna call you a dangerous guy. You're not dangerous.
Well, Cliff, look, I'm not actually, in love with Echo. I'm not actually in love with anyone.
That's what I like to hear, buddy. So go on.
I mean, well, maybe you don't know. I don't know what it's like. But I have a lot of pressure from my dads to be normal.
Wait,
Incubus and,
dads?
Like, what? Are you gonna be intolerant of somebody having two dads?
Snap, Grasslamb.
No, that's adorable.
All right. It's like, they want me to be a normal demon, like they are, but I'm not very good at it. I just want to be normal, and I think that there's no way that I could have done that, because I think that I might be asexual.
That's fine, buddy. Don't worry about it. Look, because I'm in a good mood today. I'll help you out here.
Okay.
I'm not sure where to go from here. So what exactly can I do to help you out here?
I mean, I'm sorry that I don't know what happened.
Oh,
You know,
water
it was
under the
that girl.
bridge, buddy.
That girl she was dressed as like she had a sheepskin and war paint.
Anaka.
Bum 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 bum.
She
Dun,
was the one
dun,
who talked to
dun.
me. I didn't do it. I didn't do it on purpose, Cliff. I swear. I'm not even attracted to girls or boys or anyone really.
All right. Well, this is good info. Thanks for your help, buddy. I'll look into the situation, and I'll get back to you. You'll hear from me soon.
Okay.
Oh my god, incubus gay dads are so cute. I don't know why.
Well, what other kind of parents would an incubus have?
I don't know.
I just wanted to get
Incubus
Dexter's
and
plot in
succubus?
motion, even if we don't really resolve anything for it
I
today.
even have pugs for them. They're the two sexy guy pugs that Panzer told me to make back in the very beginning.
So with that taken care of, I go to Dark Arts class.
Alright, so you guys go to class, and the rest of the day passes, and then it's after school.
And while I'm with Echo, after I guess after or before like after school stuff,
Oh yeah, Echo's gonna talk to you, and she's gonna actually go up to you, and she's gonna be like, "Oh, hey, Cliff, I was just looking at all those posters about the homecoming dance."
yeah, I mean, I know sort of the last thing we did didn't go so well, but you want to try that? Try going to the dance?
Oh, Cliff, I'd love to go to the dance with you.
All right. Hopefully.
Cliff, hold on. Can I just ask you something real quick? Would you still want to go to the dance with me, even if I didn't look like this?
You're talking about that thing we're working on, huh?
She doesn't know how much you know about it. So are you gonna admit that you know what she looks like outside of when the spell is broken, or?
I don't, but I don't let on that I've seen pictures because that's creepy as shit. But
Yes.
it's sort of like well known in the school that they were different last year. Like it's well known.
Okay.
It's something Cliff would know even if he wasn't involved.
Sort of, but y'all are new, so.
Yeah, but it's been brought up from I think Matilda and Jezebel a few times.
Yeah, they know, but Echo's not expecting you to know this information other than a little bit of the general idea.
Well, I mean, yeah.
But she doesn't expect you to know that any physical change would happen to her after the spell is broken. She only expects you to know that she wants to break the spell. So that's what she's saying to you.
All right. Well, I just, I tell her that, I've heard some things. I don't look. How do I let on? I'm sort of thinking out of character. How do I let on that I sort of have an idea of what the spell does?
Call David
You
Bowie.
I can't call David Bowie. I don't have that skill.
You can, and now everyone's gonna take that skill the next time they level.
Yeah, yeah.
And the David Bowie phone. And, so you could say something like, well, Echo, I would still feel the same way about you no matter what you feel like, no matter what you looked like.
Oh.
If that's not true, then you could say something else.
So, yeah, okay, here's what I was going to try to get at for no... Anyway. Well, I mean, look, even if you didn't look the way you are now, you'd still be the same Echo, right?
Well, yeah, it's good to hear you say it.
Well, I mean, don't worry about it. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll see you tomorrow.
Actually, Echo, look, this is... We could use your help with this, reversing the spell thing.
Oh, Cliff, I couldn't actually be there for it. They'll,
I just... Look, I won't let him do anything. We really need your help.
well, I can't actually be there. I have to go. I can't even really talk to you for that long. You know that, Cliff. if any of the others found out that I was involved, they...
Alright, don't worry about it. I'll see you tomorrow then.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Cliff.
And Cliff hugs her and kisses her on the cheek. Aww.
No.
She's like, oh, thanks. Okay, bye.
Gross.
And then they're both sent to the principal's office for public display of
I
affection.
know,
Oh,
right?
they did that at your school?
Yeah, they did that at my
Yeah.
school,
Ha!
too.
That
They did
Fuck that
sucks.
noise.
Did that in basic.
The coolest was a kid who got sent to the principal's office. Like, 2 kids got sent to the principal's office for hugging once. That was the best.